Hi everybody, so I'm doing this on my iPod Touch right now, and today I was thinking about what to do a video on because I'm running out of ideas and I'm only halfway through, so I need to come up with more ideas for videos. So today what I figured I would do is I would talk about how a blind person uses the iPhone and the difference between how a blind person uses the iPhone or an iOS device and how a sighted person uses an iOS device. Now with the iPhone and iPad and iPod, it works the same way. It's all universal. So what you do on the iPhone, you also do on the iPad and iPod Touch. So yeah, so without any further ado, I'm just going to get right into this. Now, I'm just letting you all know my iPod does not support iOS 10. It is too old, so it's gonna, act a little different. And my phone is running iOS 10. So, here we go. Okay, so I have my phone here.
3:58 p.m.
I was getting notifications.
One notification.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to...
Thursday. Oreo. Now, you got a message from Shepherd Princess. Press home to open.
I'm going to open it right now, but I'm going to lock it.
Money reader.
And then show you guys how it works. Okay. So, first of all, when using... Okay, so the screen reader that blind people use for the iOS devices is called VoiceOver. VoiceOver speaks items on the screen. And it comes with the device right out of the box. So, that being said, you go into Settings, Accessibility, then VoiceOver, and that's how you turn it on and off. So, for example, for you guys who are sighted watching this video, if you guys have an iPhone, you know that you double tap, or not double tap, no. What you do is you have all the icons on the screen, and whichever one you want, you touch it. You touch it, and it will activate the icon. For us, what we do is we swipe across the screen. I'm going to show you guys in a second. I'm just talking about it right now. So you swipe your finger across the screen. You swipe up, you swipe down, and then when you want to select something, you double tap on it. So I'm going to show you, there's also a gesture called the rotor. I'm going to show you guys that. So I'm going to get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the home button on my phone. So I'm running iOS 10, so it's going to be a little bit different.
4 p.m.
Okay, so I don't have any notifications right now. But to unlock it,
Thursday, September 15th.
I'm just going to press the home button.
Press home to open.
Now,
one notification.
I'm going to unlock it.
Money reader.
Okay, so here you have all my apps. So I'm going to swipe through all the apps. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just be moving my finger. I'm going to be swiping my finger to the right and then double tapping on the app that I want. Now for you sighted folks, you know all the apps
Money reader.
just show up on the
Actions
screen.
available. Oreo. Break.
And
Facebook. 3 new items.
you just
Actions available.
double tap on, or just touch the one you want, and it will activate it. For us VoiceOver users, it's a little bit different. So I'm going to show you guys that right now.
Amazon.
So
Actions available.
Swipe
Calendar.
back, swipe
Thursday,
to the left.
September 15th. FaceTime. 2 missed FaceTime calls. Calendar. Thursday, September 15th.
So I swipe to you swipe
Actions
to the
available.
left. You swipe to the left to go back, and to the right to go forward. So here we go.
Amazon. Find my iPhone. Wallet. Reminders. Notes. Clock. Floral. Music. Pandora.
Now.
One new contacts. Dominoes. Settings.
I'm going to pick an app to
Actions
open so I
available.
can show you guys.
Dice World. 8 new items.
Maybe settings would be good because I want to
Actions
show you
available.
guys. Okay, so I'm going to open settings for example.
Settings.
Okay, so I'm on settings
Actions
right now. So right now, if I were to just touch the screen like you guys do, you see it doesn't actually
Page 2 of 3.
select
Adjustable.
anything. It just, lets you know where you are. So when you touch the screen, you're just activating it, whatever it is you're going to open. So,
Photos.
settings.
Dice World. 8 new settings.
Okay, so I'm on settings.
available.
I swipe to the left to get to it, and now I'm going to double tap to open it.
Settings.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how you would turn on VoiceOver. So,
Settings. Search field.
you're going to swipe to the right.
Airplane mode. Wi-Fi. Bluetooth. Cell. Person. Notification. Control. Do not disturb. General. Button.
You're going to go to General.
Selected. General. Settings. Back
You
button.
know, I don't want to open anything else because I don't want you guys to see my messages or anything like that. So, okay, so I'm in General. Now I'm going to go to Accessibility.
General. About. Spot. Handle. CarPlay. Accessibility. Storage.
Oh,
Accessibility.
I will pass.
Button.
I got to go back.
Selected. Accessibility. General.
So now I'm
Back
swiped
button.
to the right again until I get to VoiceOver.
Accessibility. Vision. VoiceOver. On. Button.
So I'm double tap on that.
VoiceOver. VoiceOver. Accessibility. Back button.
Now, I'm not going to actually turn it, because it's already on, so I'm not going to turn it off, but I'm just going to show you guys where to go. Now this, I mean, obviously, you know, people that are blind know this, but, you know, just so sighted people know how the phone works, how we use the phone.
Screen dimmed.
So that they see,
Accessibility. Back button.
they see you running your finger across the phone, they see it's like you're tapping on the phone. So then you guys kind of know, you know, what we're doing and how a blind person uses the phone. So I'm going to swipe to the right.
VoiceOver. VoiceOver. On. VoiceOver on.
So VoiceOver on. So that's where I would tap to toggle it on and off. I'm not going to right now, but if I wanted it off, I would double tap that. And if it was off, somebody would go in and turn it on. I'm going to show you a shortcut to do that too in a second, because there is a much quicker way to do it.
VoiceOver speaks items on the screen. Tap once to select an item. Double tap to activate the selected item. Swipe 3 fingers to scroll. VoiceOver practice. Button.
So those are just some of the gestures. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the VoiceOver practice for a second to show you guys the gestures. You know what? No. I'm just going to do them and just make it
Accessibility.
so this video
Back
is
button.
not crazy long.
Accessibility. Back button.
So I'm going to go back. I'm going to double tap on the back button. Now if you know
VoiceOver.
that you
on.
want
Button.
something that's on the top of the screen, you can just, you know, touch the top of the screen instead of scrolling. So like I'm going to touch the top right or the top left corner of the screen.
Vision. Heading.
So
General.
pretty
General.
much where I
Back
want to be.
button.
So I'm going to go back.
General. Settings. Back button. Settings.
Go back
button.
again. Double
Settings.
tap.
Settings. Heading.
Now I'm going to show you guys something else. I'm not closing settings
Actions
just
available.
yet. Now I'm going to show you a quicker way to turn VoiceOver on and off. Now you do have to set this up, but you know it's very easy. You know, you go to, it's under accessibility. You go to where it says triple click home, and then you pick which item you want to activate to toggle
Screen.
on and off when you triple click home,
Dominoes.
and you pick
Options
VoiceOver.
available.
So that's very easy to do that. I'm not going to demonstrate it because, you know, it's very easy. Like I said, you go to accessibility, go to general accessibility, and then you go to where it says triple click home, and then you go under that, and then you go to where it says, you know, you pick what you want to be toggled on and off when you triple click home. So I'm going to show you that I have it set to do VoiceOver, because, you know, if somebody needs to use my phone or something like that, I could just quickly turn it on, turn it off, and then turn it back on. Like,
Contacts.
or the other day,
Options available.
we were out and somebody wanted to see, I took pictures and somebody wanted to see them, and all I had to do was just turn VoiceOver off and hand them the phone and say, you just use this the way you use your phone. And, you know, that way, rather than trying to tell them, oh, you double tap on this, you double tap on that, you know, rather than showing them how to do it non-visually, I just, you know, turned off VoiceOver really quick and just did it the other way and just told them, you know,
Pandora.
you just use
One
your
new item.
phone the way,
Actions available.
you just use it the way you use your phone. I turned it off, the voice thingy, because they don't know, because sighted people a lot of sighted people just don't know what VoiceOver is, you know, because they don't know, which is okay. So I'm going to press the home button 3 times. Watch this.
VoiceOver off.
Okay, I'm going to press it again. So right now VoiceOver is off. So if I touch something on the screen, it's going to activate something. So I'm going to press it again.
VoiceOver on.
Okay, so
Button
it's back on. Now I'm going to show you guys this thing called the rotor. So what you do is, this is a VoiceOver thing. So you swipe down. Now, it has different settings. So it has actions, it has, you know, there's certain things you can add to the settings. I didn't add anything to the rotor. I mean, I did some things, but not everything. So basically what you do is you turn the phone like you're turning a dial. So you put 2 fingers apart on the screen, and then you turn it like you're turning a dial. But what I do is I just turn the whole phone in the direction I want to go. So watch this. Okay. So right now the rotor is set to action. So I'm going to go down.
Arrange apps. Activate. Arrange apps. Activate.
Okay.
Default.
So I'm going to turn it again.
Handwriting. Characters.
So right now it's on characters. So I'm going to go down again.
Cap M-O-N-E-Y. Cap R-E-A-D-E-R.
So it's spelling out character by character. So I'm going to go again.
Words. Characters. Handwriting.
No, I'm going
Lowercase.
back.
Actions. Handwriting. Characters. Safari. Actions available. Handwriting. Lowercase. Words.
Okay, so I'm at words right now.
Safari.
So
Safari. Money meter. Money meter. Safari.
now it's reading it
Actions
word
available.
by word. Okay, so if I would go, I don't know if you guys could see, but if I were to turn the phone, take my finger, what I do is I turn the phone to the right. I go clockwise. Okay, so you go clockwise to go forward and counterclockwise to go backwards. I know it was very tricky. It took me a while to get it, but yeah. So, yeah, it took me a while to get it, but I got it now, so I'm going to go clockwise.
Speaking rate.
Because I'm going forward.
Containers.
The containers is like...
Headings.
The headings is no headings, and I don't want to... I'll just speed up the voice right now.
Sounds.
So sounds is if the voiceover, these little noises you hear when you swipe across the screen.
Audio ducking.
Audio ducking is where voiceover goes, it lowers the volume of whatever you're listening to so you can hear voiceover.
Language.
Language, that's if you want to switch to another language, you add it to the rotor. You know, if you guys want more detail on how to do this stuff, I can definitely, let me know and I'll do a video on it or something.
Actions.
And actions, so we're back at the beginning. So I'm going to go backwards now.
Language. Audio ducking. Sounds.
Now what I usually
Containers.
do is I just turn my whole hand instead of, I just turn the phone with my hand instead of just using my hand, just turning my wrist. I just find it easier that way, but obviously it's to each their own. Same with the swiping down. I just hold the phone in one hand and
Screen dimmed. Money meter.
I just have the phone.
Actions available.
I kind of just move the phone instead of moving my wrist or moving my finger. And the same with the rotor. I move the phone instead of moving my wrist or twisting my wrist. I just twist the phone. It's just easier that way. So I'm going to go backwards.
Speaking rate.
Right now I'm going counterclockwise.
Words. Characters. Actions.
Okay, so I'm back at actions. I'm going to go forward again.
Words. Containers. Handwriting. Sounds. Audio ducking. Language. Actions.
Okay, so I'm at actions. Okay.
Arrange apps.
Yeah? Yeah, that's fine. I will. Okay. All right. Okay.
Screen dimmed. Money meter.
Apologize.
Actions available.
So my mother was talking to me and I couldn't pause the video because it would have stopped. Okay. So that's the rotor now. I just want to let you all know that is a voiceover thing only. That is not a that is not for sighted people. This is a voiceover thing only because sighted people can see on the screen how to spell something. They can turn sounds off. They can go into settings, and because sighted people don't have the voiceover noises. Sighted people don't have audio ducking. Sighted people,
Screen dimmed. Money meter.
don't need
Actions
to
available.
change how fast voiceover is speaking. So you guys, if you're sighted, do not have this rotor. This is just a voiceover gesture only. And think of it as you're turning a knob to get the rotor. So you're turning it to the right to go forward, to the left to go backwards. Or like I said, you go clockwise to go forward, counterclockwise to go backwards. So think about it that way. Okay, so next thing I want to show you guys is how to close apps. Okay, so what you're going to do
Meter.
is, if you guys are
Actions
excited,
available.
you go to the home button, you press the home button two times, and then I'm not really sure how a sighted person closes an app because I don't use the phone the way a sighted person does, but I'm going to tell you guys how I do it. Okay, so you go into the home, you press the, you press the home button 2 times,
App switcher. Settings. Active.
and then what I would do is swipe up with 3 fingers to close it. That's why I didn't want to close settings. I wanted to show you guys.
Closing settings.
Okay, so
Home.
I close settings.
Home. Home.
Okay, so I'm going to double tap on home because there's no other apps open right now.
Money meter.
Now, the different noises you're hearing, you guys, if you're sighted, do not hear those noises. Those are just voiceover noises only. So, like that little,
Money meter.
this,
Money meter.
that you only
Actions
hear
available.
when you're at like the beginning, when there's nothing else on the screen to the right or left. You can't go any further.
Page 2 of 3. Adjustable.
Now that noise you hear, that clicking noise you just heard, that's how you know you have something selected. Now,
Photos.
I'm going to open
Actions
another
available.
app.
Dice World. 8. Settings.
I'm going to open settings again
Actions available.
because I'm going to show you what happens. That noise, so there's two
Settings.
noises. There's one noise that means I selected it, another noise that means it's activated. So I don't know if you guys were able to hear two sounds, but there were two noises there.
Settings.
So,
Actions available.
yeah. I know it's kind of hard to hear because they were together, but, one noise means it was selected, one noise means it was activated, so there were two sounds that you actually heard. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close settings
Switcher.
now.
Settings. Closing settings. Home.
Okay, so
Money meter.
home is now closed. Okay, or not home, the settings is closed. So, one more thing I want to show you guys is the battery status. Now, I'm just going to quickly talk to you guys about how to type on the screen. Now,
Screen
for typing,
Money meter.
for us blind
Actions
people,
available.
it's a lot easier to dictate. You just tell it exactly what to put in, or if you're going to type on the screen, you could do touch typing, or you could double tap on each letter. Now, if you're touch typing, I would type exactly, how you guys do it. But what I would do is you could have your finger on the screen and slide your
2 of 3.
finger around
Adjustable.
until you get to the letter you want, and then lift your finger up when you hear the letter. Or if you have a really good idea where the letters are. I mean, I can't do it. It just takes practice. But if you have a really good idea where the letters are, you could just type. I could just type the way you guys do it if you're sighted. So one more thing I'm going to show you guys is the status bar. Okay, so you guys, if you're sighted, or any sighted people watching this, you have the status bar at the top. So do we. But here's the thing. Here's the catch.
Screen dimmed.
What it will do
Photos.
is, you guys
Actions
have like a
available.
bar and then you have a little battery indicator. And it hollows out as you use the phone. And when the battery is low, it turns to red. And then when the phone is charging, you guys know because the battery, if you see, the battery indicator on the top, you see a little picture of the battery,
Dice World.
and you
8 new
see
items.
that fills up.
Actions available.
For us, it will just say, charging device battery, whatever percent. Or if we're looking at the status bar, it will say, 30% battery power charging. So we know it's still charging. So VoiceOver gives us a lot more information that you guys aren't necessarily getting. So for us, it'll say screen locked, or it'll make a little noise. For you guys, it will just lock. If I'm, say, on a website or on an app that has to load, it will say in progress. For you guys, it will just load, or you guys will see, a little line on the screen or whatever. For example, when you go into your
Settings.
contacts,
Actions available.
and you go to the add button to add a new contact, you guys would see an icon that's a plus. I would just VoiceOver just says a button that says add, and you double tap on that. Actually, a friend of mine, he told me a story about, he was telling his father how to add contacts when he just got his iPhone, and his father and my friend said, oh, you just look for the add button, and his dad said, oh, you mean the plus sign? I'm like, so he's like, yeah, because he didn't know VoiceOver, the phone works differently for sighted people.
Photos.
That was when he
Actions
told me, oh, it's just like a little, it's a little plus sign that comes up. And if you guys are iMessaging and the person is responding in real time, VoiceOver will say so-and-so is typing. For you guys, little dots will come up on the screen when the person is responding. It's just different, the gestures are different, For us, if we got media, we just double tap on the message. For you guys, there's a little square that you you guys would touch, and then if it's a video, you guys would just touch an arrow to play it.
Screen dimmed.
So,
Dice World. 8 new items.
these are just some examples
Actions
of how differently I use the phone as opposed to how you guys do it, you know? So, it's a lot more, some things are a little bit more tedious than others, like, you know, finding emojis, for example, or things like that. But a lot of things, like everything that I do on the phone is different from how you guys do it, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to show you the status bar now. So here we go. I'm going to touch the top of the screen. And then once I touch the top of the screen, I can swipe anywhere. And then, okay, here we go.
Safari. 4:17 p.m. Status bar
So
item.
I'm on the status bar right now.
3 of 3 Wi-Fi bars. Verizon Network. 3 of 3 Wi-Fi bars. 46 F3E6. 4:17 p.m. Orientation locked.
God, this video is really long, guys.
Location tracking on. Bluetooth on.
This gives you able to tell by the time.
46% battery power.
Okay, so I have 46% battery power. So for me, it said the percentage because I don't see the battery indicator. So, I'm going to show you guys. Anything else I want to show you guys?
Photos. Actions available.
Well, there's one more thing, but I can't think of it right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lock my phone. I'm going to show you guys how to lock the phone. Now you notice, you know, I just pressed the little button. Now VoiceOver is supposed to make a little high-pitched beep to let you know the screen's locked. But it doesn't always do it. So, what I'm going to do is my iPad is still running iOS 9. So I'm going to show you guys the difference. Okay, so it works the same way as the phone, it's just bigger. So, what you would do, you press the home button, and instead of
4:18 p.m.
hitting the home button to open it, you go,
Unlock. Button.
you find the button that says unlock, and you double tap.
Unlock. Terrific.
And there you go. There you guys have it. Okay, one thing I want to show you, well, I'm not going to actually do it, but I'm going to go to the status bar.
Messages. 4:19 p.m.
Okay.
Status bar item.
Now, if I take three fingers and swipe up, I'm going into the control center. Or no, hold on. I'm going to actually do this because I forget. Okay.
Control center.
Yes. So 2 finger swipe up, or 3 finger swipe up, is the control center.
Twitterific. 4:19 p.m.
And
Status bar
a
item.
3 finger swipe down
Notification center.
is the notification center. So, and this is iOS 9 because I don't have 10 on here. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't support it.
Selected. Today.
Okay, so,
2. Twitterific.
you know, so you hear the same noises, it's just bigger. Okay, so, now you guys, for you guys who are sighted, probably access the control center and notification center a little bit differently. So, I wanted to show you guys that. Now, I'm going to lock my iPad.
Screen locked.
Now, VoiceOver said screen lock. Now, with iOS 10, it does not do that. Well, it does do it if I turn off the VoiceOver sounds or the lock sounds, but I don't want to do either because I'm okay with it, you know. I just got to get used to it not doing that. I was a little like, oh, I missed how it does that, but no, it's fine. So, yeah. So, anyway, you know, ever since I was using iOS, I would hear screen lock. So it kind of, you know, just got accustomed to that. But I was like, you know, I'll get used to it. It's fine. It's good to have something different. So, yeah. If I don't find the lock sounds annoying, you know, it's fine. So, yeah. But anyway, I am going to go now. This video is extremely long, and I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to have this video extremely long, but it just happened. So, yeah. But I'm gonna go, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was really long. I do apologize for that. But, yeah. I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Alright, bye everybody.